guys feeling the new energy of the 8 month? It is actually a 9 day, but we came into the energy of August as an 8 energy. For a few days because I've been feeling it. Um, I have lots of 8s in my numerology chart, and my alignment day is 8. So I've definitely been feeling the energy coming into August. And with the Lions Gate portal opening on a few days ago, I think the 27th, I don't remember exactly. It's somewhere on my profile that there's a whole thing about it with the summit that's coming up. But yeah, the energy is new and fresh. And 8 is abundance and infinity and wealth. It's just exciting. And I was talking, I don't know if it was on one of my lives or that I did. I was talking about working through old programs that, they were protection. They were installed in my subconscious to keep me safe at the time. And there was a chat prompt that I saw somebody do. And if your chat knows you well, um, it can be really accurate. It gave me 5, I believe, programs that are still running in my consciousness, in my energy field, that block my abundance and my ability to receive and to know that it's safe to receive and to have that abundance and have the things that I desire and wealth and all of those things. Most of my life that wasn't safe or perceived to be not safe. So I've been, actually chat gave me this um, it's not an affirmation, but it's based on NLP, and I forget what they called it. Anyway, it's a whole that I can as I want. What I did was I voice recorded it in my own voice, so that if I can't speak it out loud, I can listen to it in my own voice because it has powerful vibration and frequency. Even if you can't speak it, but then with the voice recording, you're hearing your own voice, and it's your voice into the universe. But you can also repeat it, the voice recording. So that's really cool. And gave me a couple, like a daily ritual and a weekly ritual and a monthly ritual. And a couple of them are really cool. I don't think I've looked at the monthly one in depth yet, but it's more. The title of this is when you decide, when you choose. Parts of you. We talked about parts and pieces of us all this week. And those parts of you and those programs and safety mechanisms that you needed at some point in your life. But now that you have grown through that or out of that and expanded and you have better knowledge and better skills and better tools, you don't need those programs. And just the act of choosing, deciding, can create such deep resonance in your soul that things start to happen. And that's exactly what happened this week. I had a new connection. I don't know which one of us requested friends on Facebook, but we started chatting. And typically, I don't necessarily respond when I add a new friend. I don't expect them to jump in my inbox. That makes me kind of expect that I'm going to get pitched right away, and I don't have time for that. I don't appreciate that. My inbox is kind of like my living room. To me, that's how it is. You know, I connect with people on my profile, in groups, and in comments, and know them that way. And getting to take it a step further. And so when I get messages immediately after connecting with someone, some of them are great. Some of them is just like, thanks for adding me. I love your profile. I checked your stuff out and things like that. Yeah, I'm excited to get to know more. Those are fine. That's not, well, I take that back. Sometimes they use those to suck you in and make you feel comfortable, and then they pitch you in the next sentence. But this gal and I just hit it off immediate. I mean, there was just that instant alignment, and we were chatting for, I don't know, off and on for maybe a couple hours that day, back and forth. And I'm an open book. If I feel aligned and connected, I'm going to share my stories. And she's like, oh my gosh, you have to meet Corey. Um, she mentioned she's from Canada, and she mentioned she's going to be in Sedona in September. Well, I'm only like 2.5 hours from Sedona. And I was like, oh, that's cool. She said, yeah, I'm doing a Blue Talk, which I had never heard of. Well, Corey is the creator, founder of Blue Talk and programs that they have. It's all about visibility and giving people the opportunity to share their stories with high visibility. Be on stages and be in collaborative books and on podcasts, and uh, give them video of their speaking, because that's huge to have. Trying to get more visibility and trying to get paid speaking engagements or getting on podcasts, having those recordings is amazing. And she's like, can I introduce you to them? And I was like, absolutely. So she introduced us on chat that same day, I believe. Maybe it was the next day. I don't remember. It was very quickly. And he and I booked a call. It was supposed to be Wednesday, and then schedules got crazy. Life gets lifey. But we met yesterday. I had a call yesterday, and he's going to send me all the information about the Blue Talks and what different services and programs they have. But he also has a podcast, and he said they're getting ready to start recording the new season, and he invited me to be on his podcast just from less than a 30-minute phone call, a video chat. And I shared parts of my story, and he was like, you would be an awesome guest on my podcast. So that was awesome. So I gained a new connection that she and I, had instant alignment, and I know that it's gonna go deeper, and who knows manifest from that because she's awesome. And she was getting ready to go on vacation with her family for the end of the summer vacation. And so now I'm going to be on a podcast with this guy. And we'll see what goes on with the programs, also with the Blue Talks for speaking on stages. And everybody that speaks in the events then collaborates into a book that they publish. And then they come on the podcast, or they have the recordings, and the recordings of the talks are shared all over. And so it's like super high visibility. So that's way exciting. And then yesterday, I got, well, the night before, when I was on my line, the night before, my landlord came to the door and told me, if I needed a few more days, because we're supposed to all be moving our RVs off the property by yesterday. But he said if I needed a little bit longer, a few more days, let him know. And I had mentioned something about, making weekly payments rather than, committing to the month. And he's like, yeah, just let me know, keep me up to date of what's going on. And so I messaged him yesterday morning, I believe. And I said, I'll pay a week's rent this weekend if that's still agreeable. And we can just do weekly so that it's not long-term commitment. And that way, when the county is getting really pushy with him about making sure that people aren't living on the lot with RVs, which is stupid because this county allows it, so I don't know. But he called me and he said we had just a short conversation, and then we agreed to weekly payments. And he said I have about 3 to 6 months before the county's gonna say no, and so it's done and we're gonna fine you. So he said you've got a little bit of time there. He said I will give you as much notice as I can if you're still here when that happens. All right, cool. So then after that, he actually texted me, so I have it in writing to confirm. So that's a huge stress relief, because I didn't want to be rushed. I really don't want to move my camper to another place to live. I want to find a house or an apartment or a property for truck, which is sanctuary, whatever happens. I'm ready for more space. I'm ready to expand and have that space. And my dogs deserve it. My dogs need to have a yard, to have space. It will be easier when the free range dogs aren't here. It's been interesting sharing this little area with 5 dogs. Mine are tied or leashed, but theirs aren't. Leave the area, but it means I have to go check and make sure that they're inside before I let mine out. So it's worked out. It's been fine, but it'll be easier to just be able to tie them up and leave them out, push for periods. But they still need a yard. They need to be able to run, especially the puppy. But so those are exciting things. And what else? I don't know. There was something else I was thinking about. So just happened. I mean, this is only in the last this has happened since I started choosing to release those programs that and not like, I guess release isn't the right word. It's shiny. I understand why this is there, and then it was necessary at some point in my life. It's no longer necessary. It's no longer certain. Now it is safe for me to be able to ask for what I want and what I desire and what I need. And it is safe for me to receive, to have what I desire, and to have abundance and wealth that is my birthright. It is savings. And saying, okay, now those pieces are to me. Giving, them gratitude for what their purpose was, and in that moment that they were created or installed or whatever you wanted to say, they were necessary and they served their purpose, but they no longer serve a purpose in my life where I'm at now. And it's like, okay, so now we need to install new ones. And just that act of choosing and deciding, okay, I love you, I'm grateful for how you served me at that time. But now we have better skills, we have more knowledge, we have better tools, we've grown, we've expanded, we've created safety in ways, and we don't need that protection anymore. And so we can end that program. And it's like a weight lifts, almost physically lifts from your shoulder. So that was very quick confirmation and proof, that when you choose something or you put out an intention and desire, then your brain starts to look for the proof that it's possible. So that was almost instant that those things came through that says, here, yes, it's safe for you to be visible. It's safe for you to ask for and receive. It's safe to collaborate and to receive. Get excited and be grateful for it because there's more coming. And, oh yeah, that was another thing. I forgot that I had like $20-some in cash in my wallet until I opened my wallet yesterday. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Just the little things, but if then we notice them and we can celebrate them and say, yes, Spirit, yes, Universe, more of this, and expand it even bigger. So that was what I wanted to talk about. And then the summit, the event is created for the summit. I finally figured out exactly how I want to broadcast it. I'm gonna live stream it from just like this to LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And then anybody who purchases the VIP package will, if I do live stream into a private group, Facebook is still going to take down the live stream in 30 days, and then you wouldn't get lifetime access. So you will get access to either my YouTube channel, it will be private on there, because I can set the live to private after the fact, or I can put the recordings in Dropbox and you can have them to save for yourself. But yeah, the speakers are signing up. I have 4 Or, yeah, because Silke just confirmed and filled out her application last night or early this morning. Um, yeah, and the attendees are starting to register. It's getting exciting. 1 week from it'll be early in the morning, not late at night, but 1 week from today. So check out the event, register so that you'll get notifications, and the VIP package, it's $88. You get a free session with me, you get the recordings for life, and if you purchase the VIP package and then somebody else, you refer somebody, you get 50% of theirs. So if you refer 2 people that purchase VIP, yours is paid for. And I'm not doing like in a whole affiliate program, they just need to mention your name. There's a question when they fill out the registration form. Did somebody refer you? Please list their name. And then if they purchase a VIP, I will send you $44. Easy peasy. You know, we rise together. And if I offered the hat, then more people are going to spread the word, and the ripple effect is huge. You know, so by utilizing your audience, we'll get more people to show up, and you get to put money in your pocket if they sign up for VIP, and they get to experience the amazingness. We have Bobby Perryhar, we have Cecilia Tement, I said it right. Silke Harvey, and oh shit, the fourth speaker is somebody that I don't know. We just connected. She sent me a message and I sent her the link for the application and she signed up. And I love her application. So I'm excited. It's on the newest, well, not the newest banner I'm going to fix because I have to add Silke. But yeah, actually, she had some ideas, her and I, which were amazing. So yeah, I'm excited for that and exciting to have fresh energy and new stories that I haven't heard yet come in. That's what excites me about doing this, is bringing people together in sacred spaces, hearing their stories and giving them that permission to tell their stories because it's so vital. So yeah, that's exciting. What else? I have 3 spots available for the Rent My Soul for a Day before the summit. So through next Thursday, because, well, maybe not Thursday. Anyway, I have 3 open spots that you can still do the Rent My Soul for the day before the summit. And I think I put 10. It's in this description. I went and checked my calendar before. 10 of the rapid fire questions. And those don't. You can just send me a message and say, I want a roast session, or say and say roast me. And I'll send you payment links and we can do it all on Messenger. You know, I think we can do voice or we can do a video chat right on there. It's a 20-minute session, and it doesn't have to be like we sit down 20 minutes. It can be messages back and forth and voice notes back and forth as they work into our days. So those a specific time frame, but I can do 10 of those and 3 of Around My Soul's day before the summit. They'll still be going on at that time, so I can prepare the summit go smoothly, and making sure that my speakers are supported and that the audience is supported and every techie is working and all. So yeah, and that's it. Can you tell that I'm wired and this new energy is fire? 8 is also dragon energy, which I think is lighting the dragon in me. I noticed yesterday that I was getting a scratchy throat and it was kind of burning in the night. And I woke up this morning and I'm not claiming this, but I feel like it sent me healing energy, prayers, whatever. I don't have time for a sinus infection or bronchitis to allow it to manifest. And obviously doing all the natural things. I went and got a bunch of fruit today for high vitamin C and to make smoothies and stuff. And I'm brewed a quick batch of bottle silver, and I've got a bigger one going now so that I can use that in the diffuser, and obviously that I'm drinking it and spraying it up my nose. That was probably way too much TMI, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I do feel better tonight since I started the cleanser and drank a quart smoothie earlier with oranges and pineapple and ginger and blackberries. I think that's it. And raw milk. So, all the bases covered. But I don't have time this week for any sickness. And it could just be purging because, I am releasing things this week. So, that could simply be all it is. But I don't have time for it to settle in. It just needs to purge and go. That's what my intention, and that's what I'm claiming is. So, have a great rest of your Friday. I know it's really late. I was out delivering. Made really good money. It's exciting because it's super slow here in the summer, and so that was exciting too. Did a decent day, right about $100, and I haven't seen $100 day in a while. But I mean, that's only like 4 hours. Maybe I was out a little longer, but I also took a friend home from work too. So I made actually more than $100, and it was good to be out. I haven't had back to back. I mean, it was steady deliveries like that in a while. School started back up. The town just east of me started last week. And right here started this week. Just yesterday, I think. Yesterday or today. Which, now I have school zones to drive through, but whatever. That does mean business will start picking up. Because people aren't running off on vacation and taking off to the lakes and going up north. So, anyway, I will see you tomorrow. I know I missed yesterday. For some reason, I was exhausted yesterday. It could be all of this and the releasing and all of it. But tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, I will be here tomorrow at some point. Hopefully, or 10 o'clock at night. So I'm headed to bed. And I will see you tomorrow.